I have a very fond memory of is the dance studio. So that is where I have my training sessions for my Malay dance, where I develop myself to be a good leader for the entire team. And then that's where we have our experiences in the SYF competitions. It's really something that brings me back all the memories where I have all my practices, despite the packed activities that we have, as well as the lessons and after-school activities.
A place that has special meaning for me is West Spring Fountain, a place where I took many of my photos with ex-students, teachers, and even the school leaders. I call it the Fountain of Knowledge, our Fountain of Life, a phrase from our school song.
Well, I think that it is surreal to be back in West Spring after about 10 over years of graduating from this school. I think it's a very special place to me because this is a place where I met my best friends and we are still really close today. I still remember that I've made some of the best memories that I still remember today. So it's a special feeling, and I am also very grateful that I'm back in school, working alongside my teachers, and now they are my colleagues and we are working alongside and journeying with our students. I was in marching band as a student. This place is quite special to me because I remember that trainings were not easy, but it has helped me to just learn the value of being persevere on a little bit more through my CCAs.
I remember back then, during the haze period, me and my friend, we still decided to come back to school for self-revision for our O-level examination. We made friends with the librarian back then, and the librarian is nice enough to let us come into the library at our usual spot at the corner to revise and to stay throughout the day for us to do our self-revision. So one advice that I wish I could give to my younger self is not be afraid and to try to experience and take part in as many activities I can.
When I was in Malay dance, it was in 2013, my final year before I had to focus on my studies for Malay dance. The value of resilience came in where I actually broke my thumb and my foot. I just didn't want to pull them back. Ultimately, we did win the award that we wanted.
My CCA experiences when I was in photography and digital media, and I think that was the start of where I wanted to continue doing this, and that's why I am currently now in my job in corporate comms, where I get to exactly do the same thing, which is produce content and video the youths telling about their success stories. And I think that's what makes it very inspirational and impactful, is that the things that I do now is I get to create content, but I get to hear stories and interview these amazing youths.
Always constantly telling us to be patient over certain things, don't try to overthink, think out of the box. How can you solve this matter without having to create conflicts between one another?
My most memorable experience here in West Spring was actually in shooting and I achieved a lot here in West Spring, and without West Spring, I wouldn't have the opportunity to actually showcase a skill that I might have otherwise not known about. Without my experiences here at West Spring, it shaped who I was and who I am right now. The moment when I became the school champion, that really gave me the confidence that I was able to do and achieve anything as long as I put my time and my effort and my will into achieving those things.
Back in my West Spring days, I was from NCC. I wasn't the good student, I would say, involved in a lot of mischievous incidents in school. But I'm glad that my teachers didn't give up on me. If not, I wouldn't be who I am today here. Then I pursued professional culinary program in ITE. From there, I got an opportunity sponsored by Marina Bay Sands to go over to France to have an externship of 4 months. And where I am today, I'm starting my own hawker business.
I think the most memorable part about the 4 years was especially my O-level year, where I had to juggle between preparing for the SEA Games and my O-levels. What struck me, how compassionate and how dedicated teachers were able to provide me time after school to prepare for the exams, help me catch up with topics that I've missed or I will be missing when I'm overseas. They were really flexible and supportive, and then I think they gave me a lot of space to develop and nurture in school.
I was was in MPCC. That experience taught me to figure things out and make things work along the way. Especially now that I'm doing coaching and I'm working with persons with disabilities mostly. Sometimes certain things are not really molded for people like this. So what we do is we have to be resourceful and find a way. So I think this experience kind of helped to shape that. There was a lot of risk taking, a lot of like trial and error. I don't think at that point if I went to somewhere else I would have that same type of opportunity.
As a learner at West Spring, I feel excited for my child and for myself. We can experience what I've been doing in West Spring when I was one of the secondary school students. I feel the connection is there. I show him around the West Spring, what I have done, the past as a student, and I feel that he's quite connected with and he's quite happy to see what he is right now. During Saturday, we have to go back for our REAP papers, which is a 1-hour test weekly. After our weekly exams, we will carry on to our 2.4 run, followed by our CCA days.
West Spring can be a conducive, a happy learning environment for our students.
I hope to see West Spring flourish as a nurturing and vibrant community, one where students are inspired, supported, and empowered to grow in confidence and purpose.
They leave us with strong minds and even stronger hearts, ready to face the world with courage, compassion, and a lifelong love for learning.
Weaving their own unique threads into the rich tapestry of dreams that began here.
You will always remember that it is your character that will shine through, and that people will remember you not for your results, but more importantly, for the love, for the care, for the effort that you put in their lives.
Do something that is meaningful for them, hopefully that they can contribute in one way or another to society.
Success is not about being the best. It's about doing your best with kindness, courage, and purpose.
A curious mind is the foundation for lifelong learning. And lastly, as they chase their dreams, they will do so with resilience, humility, and empathy. This value will not only help them rise through the life challenges, but also shape them into thoughtful and grounded individuals.